and just get your thoughts on what's going on. Carolina and Tampa Bay. We thought Tampa Bay was just going to sweep them, run away with it maybe. Now Carolina's climbed back in. Do they have a shot to win this?
Yeah, I think they do. Our boy Cam's been on Carolina every damn game in the playoffs. And, man, he was heartbroken after the first two. I'm kind of kicking myself. I should have known. I didn't go big on Tampa in Game 3, but should have been known that, Carolina was going to throw the sink at them. I still think Tampa's going to get through this series. Boston, I do believe, will grind their way through, man. And every game is probably going to go to overtime.
Yeah.
Right? And when we were on Pat's show yesterday, we talked. I like the Bruins. Right? Oh, the crowd in Nassau is going to be crazy. Well, they were crazy watching their team lose.
Did you see what Tuukka Rask said?
No.
He said it was loud, but I don't think it was anything louder than back home. I didn't have any issues hearing anything.
So there you go. He's like, suck it, New York. Right? But I don't even like the Bruins. I'm wearing a Habs here, right, guys? But I do think Boston's going to win that series. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. Like, they're never going to run away with it. All these games are going to be ugly. I don't know if it goes 7. I'll say Boston in 6 with a bunch of one-goal overtime type of games. I do think Tampa will get by. And Tampa and Boston is going to be a hell of a series. But I'm going to go with Tampa to get to the Cup. And I really don't want to be that guy to just give this to Colorado. So you know what? Well, why not? I got nothing to lose. Montreal beats the Jets. And then we're going to knock off the motherfucking former Northeast.
Let's fucking go!
We're into the Cup. Woo! 1993, man. Nobody thought they were going to win. Oh, you're not going to get past them. You got Mario Lemieux over there. Mario's Nate McKinnon. Hey, who knows? There are ruts in the ice, guys. Huh?
Whoa. Oh, man.
The Avs are unbelievable, though.
They're so good.
Flying, dude.
Does Vegas have any shot now?
They're done.
Why'd they start Leonard?
Because he didn't play since May 10th. They gave us all that. They were worried. They needed him to be fresh. They thought it was a good spot. I could sort of live with that if the season didn't start with Marc-Andre Fleury's agent fucking posting a gif of like a sword through his back. Right? Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah. The board, it's almost got that like Rob Johnson, Doug Flutie thing to it.
Yeah.
Like the better Marc-Andre Fleury plays, the more they want Leonard to play.
I don't get it.
Guys, this happened last year too. They've been, but we don't know. We got 2 goalies. No, you got one guy that's the face of your fucking franchise. All right? And if you don't like him, then let him go. But this isn't new. That's why. I would say, all right, coaching decision, it is what it is. It was a bad coaching decision. You notice the Canadians didn't start Jake Allen in Game 1 right? Against the Jets. But if you notice, DeBoer seems to like Leonard a lot, and he seems to be trying to do this. This isn't new. It's not the first time they fucked with him.
Yeah, that's what I hate about it, too, because we're Penguins fans. AQ and I are from Pittsburgh. We're Penguins fans. And people compare it to what Fleury went through in Pittsburgh, and they say it's unfair. Like, listen, Fleury got outplayed in Pittsburgh. Matt Murray took his job.
In Vegas. He wasn't the same goalie at the end of Pittsburgh. You're right.
No, he got a fresh start in Vegas. He turned his career around, and he has outplayed Leonard. And Leonard's a good goalie. He's no slouch. Like, he can play too. But this season, Fleury was the guy. He's a Vezina finalist. He carried them. He as good of a team as he had in front of him. He carried them. And I think we all know when you're in the playoffs and you got a hot goalie, even if he's not playing his absolute best, but you're still winning, you don't change. I didn't see it. I didn't care for the rest ideology. It was like, I mean, you got to ride the guy.
Marc-Andre Fleury, his entire career has been, he's had people up his ass his entire career, guys. And it all started in the World Junior Championship.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? He was the goalie of Team Canada.
That turnover.
In the old days, Canada used to actually win all the time. Now they don't. But they used to. They'd be fucking pissed if they didn't. And exactly, he pulled like he pulled a Jerry.
Yep.
Said bring up the Penguin story, but similar situation. Sorry.
Yeah, fuck him.
Sorry. It was similar type of thing.
I'm fucking having
it was
heart
like an
palpitations
overtime,
when you mention
gold
that name.
medal game type shit too, like championship. Puck bounced in his zone. He tried to clear it. He shot it into his own defenseman, and it bounced off into the net. And ever since then, fucking Marc-Andre Fleury. And you know what? He didn't get credit in Pittsburgh, and then they would blame him after when they didn't win.
Yeah.
His whole career, he's never really been fully respected until he's been in Vegas, actually, I think, fully.
It got into a lot of new perspective for a lot of new people, including myself on him, because it's like you don't know what you have till it's gone. But I still bang the drum that any GM in the league would have made the same decision when you have a younger two-time Cup winner, Matt Murray, who's going to be less expensive. We all didn't know what Murray would forget how to use his glove hand, but that's another story. But Gabe, I know you got to run and do your show. Thank you so much for joining us, brother. Really appreciate it. Got to have you back on here sometime. Talk some more puck with us.
Yeah, we'll get you guys on next week as these series go on. Shout out from Cam. Always a pleasure, guys. Let's do this thing.
Shout out, Gabe.
Thanks, Gabe.
Follow along with on Twitter at Sports Rage and check them out on Sports Grid Radio, channel 204 on Sirius XM. Appreciate you, Gabe.
Love you guys. Thanks, bro.
Cheers, buddy.
Hope you enjoyed that shot of espresso, that shot of electricity in your veins. That was Gabe Morency, Gabe's legend in Canada. AQ, that was your first time experiencing Gabe. What'd you think, man?
I'm pretty sure we're best friends now. I mean, that was unbelievable. I'm sitting there. I was like sitting there, like feeling like I wanted to run through a wall when this guy's talking. I'm like, I wish this guy was my coach somewhere. I mean, it was unbelievable.
Dude, he's got the juice, man. He starts a show every night at fucking midnight. Like, he's fucking insane.
He's all go all the time. I love it. We'll wrap it up here real quick, though. Agree, disagree with anything Gabe said with these series? I know, AQ, you're still pulling hard for the Lightning. That's still your team. Do you think, are you worried about that overtime loss now?
No, not one bit. He said Carolina has a chance. They have no fucking chance. Right? They got no chance. They get lucky. Aho throws some fucking wish at the goal, and Jordan Stahl, his luck continues because he's
playing a hell of a fucking playoff.
He's unbelievable now. It's like this guy hasn't had anything going since he left Pittsburgh. And now all of a sudden, 9 years into his 50-year deal, he's back.
That was a dog shit penalty call too, man.
We've seen a couple of those lately.
That call, man, that was so bad.
The Vegas Colorado one, yep. And then there was one the other night. It wasn't in overtime. It was right before overtime, I think, or maybe it wasn't overtime. I can't remember. In Boston, in the Islanders, Sean Corrali got called for a cross check, and I think it was because Pelech right next to him got tripped. They didn't call that, and then Corrali fully extended, hit Palmieri into the boards, and I think they were like, ah, shit, there's two back to back. We got to call one of them. The officiating hasn't been great, but I still think it's been better than in years past in the playoffs. I mean, it's playoffs. You're always going to bitch about officiating, always. But we talked about with Morency at the beginning there, with the suspensions and whatnot, a little more consistency is what we like to see. Just either if you're not going to call it in the first, don't call it in the third, vice versa, everything like that. Vegas and Colorado, AQ, we still feeling the same way as with your picks initially, or have you waffled it all there?
It's over. It's a wrap. Sweep.
It's got
to be Vegas has to win tonight. I mean, if they're going to win a game, it'll be like the Hurricanes last night. Tonight will be the one Vegas gets.
Boy, it's brutal. It's brutal to watch what Colorado's doing. But I respect the hell out of it. Like McKinnon looks, it's like he started out, it was like last year, I think he had that unbelievable run, comes in this year and he's still playing great, but it's somewhat under the radar despite how good the team is doing. No one's really talking about him, and then the playoffs here and he's just like, fuck it, I'm turning it up to 12, and it's like he's scoring a goal every night. He's chopping up the ice. He's fun to watch. He's flying, and he's a big boy too. He's not getting pushed around like everyone else we've seen, because we worried like, you lose Ovechkin, you lose Crosby, you lose McDavid and Draisaitl, then you lose the Leafs. That's a lot of star power. Say what you want about the Leafs, but it is. It's a lot of star power and a lot of eyeballs off of the game. But right now, like, a lot of people may not know, casual fans may not know who Nathan McKinnon is. At this point, right now, with the way things are going, he's appointment viewing. You got to watch these Colorado and Vegas series. You just have to.
If you don't know who Nathan McKinnon is at this point, shame on you, and start watching him more, because your eyes will not leave him. Like, whenever I first started watching him, I'm like, this guy, I don't know who this guy is yet, but he's skating at a different level than everybody else.
Everybody. And that's saying nothing of what Rantanen just still putting up points in the playoffs, and Landeskog being like the consummate leader out there. And then the depth's tremendous. So we can't say enough good things about the Avalanche right now. I still think Carolina's going to scrap it out a little bit. I don't think they're dead and buried yet. They get the overtime win, and I did say Canes in 7. I don't regret it yet because it's only 2-1. Now it's going to be very hard to get another game in Tampa. It's going to be very hard, but in the Isles have done what I said they were going to do too. I think you guys said Bruins were just going to take it was going to be a cakewalk. Bruins in 5, Bruins in 6. I think you guys said. I think the Isles were going to stretch it out. I think they were going to make it a series, and so far they've done that.
The big question there is what is Trotz going to do with the goalie situation?
Boy, I don't know, because I
could go either way. I mean, it's like however you say his name, Sorokin.
Yeah.
He was on fire there for a little bit. and then everybody kind of fell out of grace with him, and then this guy was the only one that kept him in the game, I felt like, there for a little bit. He played pretty well.
Varlamov had a great regular season, too. He just struggled a little bit against the Penguins because he was coming back from an injury. Now he's healthy, comes in. Boy, he's letting some softies. And the overtime one from Marchand, sorry. That was about as perfect a shot as you can make. Like, that couldn't have been anywhere else for it to go. It had to be right where it was for it to go in. And I don't even know if he meant to put it right there. I think he was just throwing a puck on net, but he did, and it beat him. And Varley's glove hand has been a little jarry-ish, a little Matt Murray-ish lately. So something to watch out for. We'll keep an eye on that, who the Owls go with.